Thanks for tuning back in. One of the things as a photographer that I've gotten into is film photography. Film photography has been around for a long time, and I have to tell you that it's made a huge comeback, it seems. So that's fantastic. And you can get all sorts of the old cameras pretty inexpensively. I started off on film, of course, when I was a kid with 110. That was my first camera when I was 7. Eventually got a disc camera, a Kodak disc, teeny little negative. Knew nothing about photography. Eventually, my first 35 was an automatic. It was a point and shoot. It was Olympus Super Zoom 200. Shot a ton of film with that, and then still didn't really know anything about photography. And then everything kind of went digital, and I just got point and shoot digitals and moved up till I finally got the DSLR. My dream camera when I was a kid was actually a Canon AE1 program. I wanted that so badly. It's interesting because if I would have gotten that as a kid, who knows where I'd be photography-wise today. My uncle had one at the time, and luckily for me, he actually gave that to me not too long ago. It's a cool camera. But what I really like is the larger format stuff. And I'm still not very good at film photography. It's it's new, it's a challenge. It forces you to slow down, which is the beauty of it, I think. Definitely, I think more of an art form than digital. But anyway, I like the larger formats, and so one of the my favorite cameras and camera size is a 6x6. Oops, I'll try to pull this out here. Anyway, so one of the cameras I got that I really enjoy shooting with is the Yashica D. It's a twin lens reflex, meaning it has, of course, 2 lenses, one you see through and one you shoot through. And it's got the pop-up viewfinder, you look down. And I'll do an adventure with this and more on that. But the king of the TLRs is, of course, the Rolleiflex. Now, my wife, I've had a lot of hobbies over the years, and this is more of a hobby, of course, but she's always been supportive. And so one year, a couple years ago, she bought me a Rolleiflex off of eBay. This is a really old one. It doesn't even have the winder. I mean, but it's real, original. It has seen better days. And this is really kind of why I'm making this video. I found a person in the States that can work on this at what seems to be a reasonable price. So right now I am boxing this up to go ahead and ship it out because I really want to get this working and really have another camera to shoot with, one that my wife gave me, which was really sweet of her, and one that I can compare to the Yashica D. So let's do that. I'm gonna box this up, ship it on out, and when I get it back, we'll see how it goes and see how the repair went, if it is repairable. And this guy's 5 months out, so it's gonna be a while. This is gonna be a long-standing video. But until then, let's see what happens when I get it. All right, take care. All right, so I'm back. So when I left off last, I had sent my messed up Rolleiflex out for repair. At the time, I thought it would take 5 months to get it back, but he received it on the 19th of April, and I'm filming this on May 14th, and actually got it a couple of days ago. So it only took him really a couple of weeks to get it done. It was in pretty bad shape. I mean, it looked like it had been rolled down a flight of concrete stairs and then kicked around a little bit. I wasn't even sure if it was worth actually sending in to have fixed. But I was happy to do it when I found out that he could. So what I had done is I sent pictures of it to ask him before I sent it out. So here's the pictures of when I first sent it out. This is the front of the camera. I was just trying to get a picture of the serial number. Here on the side, those 2 knobs don't turn. The focusing knob won't at all. The back, you can see that the viewfinder is stuck open. It's actually really bent up and it really won't move at all. You can see it right there. It's kind of just stuck that way. On the front, the shutter cock and the release are broken. There's no, places for your fingers to move that stuff around. Now, I'm unboxing this in front of you, so I don't know exactly what to expect here. So it's my first look. Along with there, I'll be right there and dump the peanuts. So here we are. When I sent it out, this did not work at all. And hopefully I won't break it again, but now we can see it. Besides what you could see on the outside in the pictures, it needed a new mirror. The focus was jammed. The focus board, or the lens board rather, inside was bent up. He had to fix that. He cleaned it up. He ground down the glass or whatever and cleaned up the lenses. He did tell me that the lens is still really good and super sharp. So this thing looks good. Focusing ring smooth. And let's take it out and see if how the pictures come out. Also, I asked him about the serial number. This is an old Rolleiflex. This was built December 1929. So we're resurrecting a 93-year-old camera back from the dead. And I'm really looking forward to getting out and shooting with this. Anyway, thank you so much, Mark. So I'm going to put his links down below. You've got to check him out if you need some work on these old Rolleis. All right, guys. So I got out with the Rolleiflex. This guy here, and it works great. I shot just 12 pictures. I shot a roll of Portra 400, and I just went downtown, took 12 images, and you know, nothing spectacular, nothing. The subjects were whatever. It was just a test for the camera, but I gotta say, I am really, really happy. The lens is in fact sharp. So what I've done is I'm posting the images directly out of the camera without any kind of editing. I don't do a whole lot of editing on any of my photos, even my digital stuff really, especially with film, because the whole point of film, right, is to get film. So all 12 images came out exposed just fine. There was no light leaks with any of it. Again, like I said, it was sharp. I think there might have been just a touch overexposed, but I had a gray sky. There was nothing really going on in the sky. It was fairly bright. You'll see here. So I'm posting 10 images because one of them had my finger in it. And then another one I took 2 of the same boat. Don't know why I did that. So I'm posting 10 images, and these first ones are the ones that came directly out of the camera, unedited. So the flowers are moving, but they came out pretty good, you know, can't really complain. These ones are not in focus, but that is certainly not the camera's fault, but the colors were really nice, so I went ahead and do that. For the exposure, I was using an app on my cell phone, and overall I think it did a pretty good job. I mean, the sky is really bright, but it was just overcast gray in the middle of the afternoon. But I'm really happy overall with the images. I think they've given the look that I expect from an older camera that's got obviously the fantastic film look that we like. So no complaints when I look at these. You know, the question is, should I edit them? I mean, really, they're, you know, pretty pleasant the way they are. So, yeah, you know, whatever. They came out great. The camera did a great job. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and post the edited versions. Now, I only did a couple of things. One, I straightened horizons. I hate it when the horizon isn't straight. I hate it when somebody actually posts a picture that doesn't have a straight horizon. It's like, are you blind? So I do that, and then I add just a teeny bit of contrast, because I really prefer contrasty type images, but I don't do too much with these. And then I touch back just a little bit on the exposure, but that's all I did. So here are the 10 images that were edited. So obviously the color is a little punchier, you know, a little contrasty. That's what I prefer. Of course, I fix the horizons. If there's a crooked horizon, I have to fix that. It drives me crazy. Yeah, I think edited, I do like them that way. Is it necessary? No. It took away a little bit of the softness that we love about film, but I think they look great. So, you know, welcome your comments down below. Do you guys do much editing with your film pictures? I mean, after all, the JPEGs, not raw files, so you can only do so much anyway. But overall, I like both, and no complaints. The camera is great, totally worth having it fixed. Totally recommend it if you've got one. So overall, super happy with this camera. Thank you so much, Mark Hansen. I'm going to put all of his details on the slide and down in the description below. That way, if you guys have a Rolleiflex, and he does more than just rollies, he does other things. So if you have an old camera like this that you need fixing, want to try to bring back from the dead, yeah, go ahead and give him a call, send him pictures. Easy to work with. He's in Wisconsin, actually. There you have it, folks. This camera was dead on arrival. It is now fully capable, and it's actually really sharp. And this is 93 years old. Love it. You gotta love it. All right, man. I'll see you on the next video. Take care.